I forgot about this intro to this game.
Yeah, I guess we don't start with this.
No, we probably do. Welcome to the atarangi.
Okay, sure.
So we're back in Edith Finch here. If you want to see our remains of Edith Finch, if you want to see our playthrough, it's on the live channel under the streams. But we're here because it fit the vibe of the movie.
Yeah.
You can move, by the way, Barry.
We're gonna be replaying a couple of sections.
Yeah.
I damn near forgot that you can just move here.
You sure did.
Flowers.
Alright, you progress the game, al intro. So, today we review a movie. Today's movie is it's a very good one. We saw it like 2 days ago. It's called Wolf Children.
Yes.
And now we're in a proper setting.
We're in the forest.
Alright, let's start spoiler free. You got anything to start with?
Just that this... Well, first and foremost, the movie looks really good. I don't know when it came out, Kowalski, when did this come out actually? Because it still looks really good and I don't think it's that new.
I think it might be.
Hmm?
I think it might be pretty new.
I don't know.
The studio only has like 5 movies.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
Fair enough.
Dude, these... What are these? They look cool as hell though.
You said the exact same thing in the streams.
They're amongst my favorites. They kind of look cool. Model them in Blender for me. Probably. We need an asset like this in Blender.
You also said that in the streams.
The narrator is off, by the way. No, I like the look of the movie. I just like the entire concept of it.
Yeah, it's an excellent movie.
Yeah.
It has the immaculate good vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, like this movie,
music's great too.
This movie actually had me like thinking about it for like at least 3 days straight.
It's a very, very nice movie.
I do want to watch it again at some point. I think Simi would like it as well, maybe.
Perhaps. Might be a bit slow for Simi.
Yeah. But it's a nice journey. I love it.
Gosh.
It's like, in the style of movie, I would compare it to like, you know, the more like out there kind of thing, you know, Suzume, Your Name. But then like the story itself is more like, I don't know, personal. Yeah,
it's a very... I said it whilst watching this. It's a very small
like
scale story.
It's basically like a silent voice mixed with the magical sections of like Suzume and
It's not nearly as emotional as a silent voice. Huh?
No.
It does have the immaculate vibes of a Ghibli movie.
Dude, I totally forgot how good this forest looks.
That's why I picked this for this recording, man. Let's get into spoilers. Here's the scores that we haven't decided yet.
Imagine deciding scores ahead of time.
Yosh. Alright.
Anyways.
It's a werewolf love story, innit?
Yeah.
I love, by the way...
Actually, not fully. It's also about raising... Like...
Raising?
Children.
Yeah.
And I really like...
It's actually mostly about that.
Yeah, and I actually really like how they did it. Because... It's pretty, like... It feels pretty real, you know?
This is the realest parenting and childrening that I have seen in a movie. Also, the mom is the best parent I've ever seen.
Yes.
Also, the dad matters so little to the movie that he doesn't even get a name. He's credited as Wolfman in the credits.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't have a name. Not even once does he get named.
Okay, so how the hell do these logs stay up?
Grip. They're embedded
Flex
into the ground.
Seal! Not sponsored.
Wat sponsor iets? No, indeed.
But,
So for the first quarter of the movie, we just get like very nice scenes of them being like a new couple.
yeah, and I really like that because
The vibes
the
are
city feels like realistic.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Yeah.
not counting the wolf part of the movie, which I know is the entire point, but not counting the wolf part of this movie, the entire story could be possible.
Actually, the entire wolf part is basically just a bonus. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Also, the girl, like the mom, her smile is absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
With her little frog mouth.
Same goes for the kids though, like
Yeah.
the way when like especially the daughter at a young age, like when she gets angry, she goes into like wolf form,
Yeah.
and like the way she gets out of that is just by shaking her head and going. "Bah!" It's so funny. It's so funny and cute, and an actual child would do this.
Also, you had a thick ass accent on one of those words.
Probably.
Now, I love
You know,
I love
I like
just-
my accents how I like my woman. We'll leave
absence
it at
from you.
that. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna lie.
Don't you fucking put those ready for me to stab you. Alright. So, all of the parenting is excellent in this. I love it. The dad dies. Spoiler.
How would those pamphlets still be alive?
Maybe they're like plasticized.
Probably.
Now, so the dad dies because like he has newly born children and his instinct tells him to go like catch some stuff as a wolf, and he gets rivered to death.
I wonder what actually kills him.
I think he just got hit by a car, my dude.
Probably.
So, the nice thing there is, it's like loud rain with the mom looking around for him. And I don't know if you noticed, the moment
she sees him, it just cuts out.
Yeah, all of the sound cuts out, and past that moment, no characters have a face except for the mom and the wolf.
I did not notice that. What I did notice is in this movie, it's like a couple of other movies that we've done, where the music isn't noticeable,
Oh, but it's excellent.
but it's excellent. Like, you know there's music, because if there wouldn't be, it would be awkward as all hell.
Yeah.
Like, they really nailed this movie. Like, yeah, it's really good.
By the way, to cut back to the rain noise cutting out, when Ame, the son, leaves to go wolfing full time, like when she runs after him in the forest, the rain sound cuts in the moment she notices he's gone.
That's pretty
Like-
cool.
Like it stays gone till she notices he's gone.
Yeah. I do love how he howls at the end of the movie a couple of times to let the mother know, like, hey, I'm okay.
Yeah. Also, the ending, the mother ends up like happy but alone in her house, right? With the kids like moved out. In Western movies, and we're gonna go into a bit of a comparison, Western versus Eastern movies here, because we noticed a lot of those during the during the watching. But in most Western movies, an old woman ending up all the way alone in a house in the mountains would have been a sad ending. But she's just so happy.
Yeah.
Also, you've got the old man who constantly helps her, but he makes sure to be a dick about it.
Yeah, but that is like... that is such an excellent...
I love that guy.
excellent thing, because, yeah, like, at first you're like, why are you being an asshole, man? And then eventually you start getting like, oh, he's actually helping her.
Yeah.
Like, it's really
But
cool.
I love how much he helps, but like continues to be an ass about it.
Now, I love how this movie actually managed to throw you for a loop for a second.
I mean, they did, because it's actually a pretty normal thing. They didn't throw me for a loop. They got me switched around. For a loop with me, in that I got like mind blown.
Yeah.
But you got your terms incorrect. Not first language.
It's called
the thing-
ESL.
The thing Barry is referring to is at first it looks like the girl's gonna wanna be a wolf and the boy's gonna wanna be a human.
No,
But, like,
I
it's-
can't water this.
But it's like, it's a pretty classic thing for children to swap places with each other as they grow up. That actually happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, it's triggered by both of them getting scared by Ame almost dying in the river. That's when the girl starts being more cautious and Ame starts being more reckless.
Indeed.
So, let's go in a bit of a side tangent of Eastern versus Western movies. Nice pending moves. Barry?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into that, because you noticed a bunch of them too whilst watching. So first things first. The starts are so much slower in Eastern movies.
Oh yeah, like the start in this movie takes a very it takes I think like 15 minutes, 20 minutes to actually get going. And the funny thing is, I actually mentioned to Klaus at this point, what did I say? Because basically at the beginning of the movie she goes like to work, she goes to the store, she gets home, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And that's the first 15 movies, and I was like, in a Western movie, she would have like hopped on the bus, gone to like 5 different parties, like 10 days would have passed, stuff like that. Which is like hilarious.
Also,
Oops.
Western movies tend to focus on the exceptional being like what it's all about, whilst in these more Eastern style movies, it's the normal daily life that's actually the focus of this movie, and it's actually shown as the best parts of life.
Yeah.
Like in a Western movie, they would have shown like the turning into a wolf and running around to be the best parts of their life and stuff like that. But it's not. They don't do that in this movie. They do show them having a bunch of fun running around. The mom even joins in and howls with them.
Yeah.
It's a very fun scene. Here, have a quick look at them running around. If you can find it.
Yeah, no, but like this movie is like the characters are played out so well. You've got like the helpful angry old man that's like just like being annoying but like actually helping. And you've got like the kids who are actually kids but they're also wolves and they're just having fun. And like going to school and stuff. Like, the daughter has like, oh, I wanna go to school, and the son's like, nah, I don't wanna go.
But that only lasted a bit, and then she went, yeah, it's cool again. And yeah, so at first she wanted to go, then she didn't, then she really enjoyed it, then she hurt somebody and didn't want to go anymore.
Yeah.
Also, that kid is the MVP.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I knew. What? You knew she was a wolf and you didn't say anything?
Nah.
Nah,
I'ma just wait.
just cool.
True chat.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Now, so Ame ends up becoming caretaker of the forest, which is like the big emotional climax of the movie, right? With the mom like running after him at the same time when the girl is showing that she's a wolf to the guy who already knew, like a chat. But like
I love the way they do that transfer with like the
with the curtains. Looks very nice.
flying.
Let's see if we can find it.
私なの。
So, what was I saying?
I also
Oh, yeah,
love how
so-
I also love how the guy says that they'll be like hunting for food and kind of like acting like wolves or whatever, lone wolves.
Yeah.
Which
He's
is
like,
really
he's
funny.
like hinting that he already knows.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but Ame leaving in the way he does, some people might be a bit confused, like when he first drags her out the forest and then like runs off. But what he's doing there is he's showing his mom that, look, I have found my place. It's time to let go.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing there. And at first she doesn't want to, but when she sees him in this element, like running up and howling and stuff, she goes like, yeah, he's done it. He's made it.
He's done in.
He got done in. I sure hope not. That's the dad. This. There, he got done in. Ame actually grows up to look very similar to the dad.
Yeah, and the
The
daughter.
dad is also an absolute unit.
The daughter grows up to be like, kind of like, the mother.
Yeah, but not as much. Like, Ame looks extremely similar.
Yeah. That
I
is
actually
true.
don't know the daughter's name, by the way.
I forgot.
I only know Ame's name, because they say the name more often.
Mm-hmm. So this movie looks absolutely stunning. I mean, there's a thunderstorm at some point, which looks absolutely awesome. I love how that sound effect played at the
Perfect.
same time. But the thunderstorm looks absolutely awesome. The rain looks absolutely awesome. It floods at some point, the playground and stuff, which is like
Yeah.
great.
Looks cool.
So like the looks of this movie are great. The characters are played very well, but animated very well
Yes.
as well. Yeah, overall, I would definitely recommend this movie. Like currently, when it comes to movies, I think it's safe to say that my top movies are A Silent Voice and Suzume. I really like those two, but I'm pretty sure over time this one will grow to be number 3.
I like Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet is also good.
Oh, we probably should have mentioned. We watched in Japanese, as we usually do. We like to watch stuff in the original language.
Yes.
We always do. If the French made it, we'll suffer through the French. And let's try doing this animated scoring sheet thing, eh?
And you fail.
And that brings us to this scoring sheet. We tried to animate it, too much work, we got lazy, we didn't do it. But we're filming it live anyway.
I mean, it would have taken like what, 12 hours?
Yeah, it would have taken
11
like 12
tabs.
hours. Either it's a lot of rendering or it's a lot of editing. It's not worth it. Alright, world building. So that's interesting for this one, right? Because for this type of movie, usually we would go Japan 60, right? That's usually what we do. But they actually take a lot of time to world build. Real Japan. Not the fantasy parts they added. Real Japan. They take a lot of time to like show you the setting, how the setting works, how the city is different from the land, why wolves are extinct, how that happened. Like they actually take a lot of
Also,
time to
like-
world build the real world.
They also build out like a bunch of the forest.
Yeah, with the sensei and stuff.
Which like... Why?
Like the world building is weirdly good. And it doesn't feel like it needs to be in this movie. It's gonna be like... That's a bit much. I would go underneath, yeah, about there.
Yeah, probably 75-ish.
Yeah, about. So story is the, like... Is it the main part? Yeah, it's the main part, right?
Yeah, the story is pretty major.
Yeah. I would say that's probably like 90. It's an excellent story about Well, about multiple things. Letting go of your children, about growing up and learning to accept who you are, and that kind of stuff.
About, you know what, you're a parent, you're trying your best.
Well done. GG.
Well done.
Alright, the acing.
The acing, I like the acing.
I did as well.
Like, it's definitely above average.
Yeah, let's give it like...
Especially, like, they always say don't work with animals, don't work with children. I'm pretty certain it was probably children voice acting. It is Japan,
like
so it might not have been.
They do
I
be
don't know.
very good at not having children play children. And still sounding like children.
But, like, the kids are also, like, really acted out well.
Yes, they sure are. I like the mom. The mom is a lot of fun.
The mom is great.
Let's give it
I like the old
sevens.
man.
The old man is excellent. Let's give it 7s.
7s.
Yeah, 2 7s.
7 7s. Hold on. Don't forget the dot.
Alright. The characters.
The characters. They all have a role in their life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 2 children swap roles like halfway through.
Yeah, which is like a
That's a
pretty
lot of
cool
fun.
twist.
Yes, but it is pretty standard.
Yes.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
The mom is like one of the best moms ever, but she's not like perfect, which that's how it is.
Yeah, that's how moms are.
And the old man is the most helpful man in the town, but he's gonna be a piece of shit about it.
I love that. But yeah, everyone had a role and they filled it out really well.
Yeah.
Um,
And even like minor characters, like the sensei and the locked up wolf.
yeah, the locked up wolf had a lot of.
Weirdly, a lot of character for the 2 scenes that he's in.
Yeah,
So let's give them
I would go
close to
above
70.
6.
Closer to 70.
Yeah, probably.
That seems about right. So
Their personalities are all pretty distinct as well.
They're all pretty distinct, yes.
Like,
The boyfriend
Early
is a
on-
lot of fun.
early on, Yuki is very active. And she, like, calms down as she wants to become more human.
Yeah. She also becomes a bit scared of herself.
Yeah, whilst the... What's the son's name again? I forgot.
Ame.
Ame is, like, very laid back in the beginning of the movie.
Well, in the beginning of the movie, he cries all the time.
Yeah. Like, he's, like, very closed in, right?
Yeah.
And he opens up and, like, becomes very adventurous.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, but he also closes his heart off from everyone else.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, old habits die hard. Speaking from experience.
They figure it
apparently.
out at the end.
And the mother is, like, always happy, but, like, there's certain moments where you see she's taking a punch, but she's still trying to punch through, like, and be happy. Like, the main characters definitely have personalities. The side characters still have personalities, to be honest.
Weirdly, the fox has personality.
Yeah.
Weirdly. Because he doesn't have any acting on him. Like, not even much of facial acting.
Yeah, he's mostly standing still, to be honest.
Yeah, let's give the personalities here another 7s, maybe?
Yeah, probably closer to 7s. And design, I mean...
I like the frog mouth smiles that they have. Like the smiles with like the nick in the middle.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Also the wolf forms, like the mix between wolf and human, is like really cool.
Yeah, but it is mostly standard anime character designs.
Yeah, that is true.
Let's give him a stack of points. Right.
Onto the visuals.
The visuals. Style? It's a good anime style.
Yeah. It's not Ghibli levels of style, but it's definitely... It's not default.
Yeah.
Although it leans closer to the default anime style.
Yeah. I feel like they don't quite nail it as much as Ghibli or Makoto Shinkai, which is Your Name and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not quite that level. So maybe like 60.
Yeah, we can do that. It's pretty consistent as far as I've seen. Although there were some moments where it kinda lagged out.
What do you mean?
Yeah, there were a couple of moments where, like, I think the face shifted a bit and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of wandering around of the facial features sometimes.
But overall,
Like a 69. Nice.
I'm gonna give it a little less.
Yeah, fair.
And the quality is I mean, it's
Yeah, the
great,
quality.
like,
The quality is pretty much all there. Like
the quality?
the quality. It's
The
like
qual-
somewhere around like 90 probably.
Yeah, the quality gets about 90. Moving on to the sound. Music.
Make you lose control.
Yes, that as well.
The music when
Music.
they're running around is a lot of fun.
Yes. And the rest of the music, like most of the music in the movie is in the background. To the point where you don't notice it.
It's very nice though.
But again, you would notice it if it wouldn't be there.
Yo!
So like, that's my favorite type of music, where it's just in the background. And like, if you would take it away, you'd be like, why is it so silent?
This feels like a nice amount of points.
Yeah. The big game sounds.
The rain was good.
The rain was good. The water when they're at the river is great.
The thunder is nice.
Yeah, dude, that thunder is great. I absolutely love that. I'm a sucker for a good thunderstorm.
Like a 70 probably.
Yeah, about.
Alright.
And then the mix is good. I don't think there was any times where I could hear the
everyone's
characters over the music or background.
Yeah. I think it was good. Let's give it like 80s to 90s somewhere.
Yeah. Again, by the way, these values are not comparable to other scoring sheets. These are just values that we input.
The main thing you're supposed to look at is the shape of the polygons that comes out.
Yes. The values just make it a bit easier to
Input.
compute and communicate our thoughts on the scorings. And they're all percentage based.
Gosh.
And
Because that was easy to make.
yeah, and they're based out of our feeling, right? Like
They are pretty based.
they are pretty based. Which moves on to the based set design.
Props.
There was a lot of props.
There was a lot of props, but they're pretty standard.
Yes, but there was also a lot of props.
There was a lot of crops. And some of the crops were props.
Yes.
I think this is like a stack.
Yeah.
They're competent props, they look nice. It's not that like impressive.
I quickly want to jump over environment. We're moving on to architecture next. Because the architecture is mostly just Japan.
It's mostly just Japan. The abandoned house is very nice though.
The abandoned house is very nice, especially in the abandoned stage. The fact that during the thunderstorm she's like putting on like shields to protect the the doors.
Or
I guess.
like all of the pots and pans early on to catch all the water.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
So like it's pretty interesting.
But it's
but
pretty
it's still
standard.
But it's still standard.
Like a 60 probably. It's well put together.
Yeah. And then the environment, like, are we kidding, guys? Like, the nature looks great.
Like, it's not Ghibli, not quite.
No.
But it's pretty good.
But it's pretty good.
It's probably
I would
like
say 70.
Yeah, 70.
At least.
Around 70, yeah.
We're giving it Fallout numbers.
So you guys have obviously see all of the scores and stuff, but we have to decide these still. So where does the brow go?
I don't know. Because I think this is the type of movie where if you're just watching it and you're like glazing over it, it's a good movie. But if you think deeper and think about it,
I feel like it's better the more brow you have.
Yeah.
But I feel like you don't need much.
You don't need much.
I think we are like past the B of brow. But not far.
Yeah,
I don't think
like
we reach acting.
there.
Yeah.
Would be the recommended levels, because you could go as far, I think, to story, the S of story.
Yeah.
But you could also take it as far as to probably halfway down personality even.
Probably.
Like, it's a very wide brow.
It's an electro boom level brow.
And I know that I'm like spreading my arms and just going, I love you guys, but you're not seeing it.
Alright.
Like,
And then for the novelty, I honestly think it gets a check, because I haven't seen very many movies that like quite get the just hanging out in regular life vibes. Like the vibes are immaculate.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I have ever seen a movie, except for this one, where I went, dude, being a parent in this movie, so relatable. Or being like one of the kids.
I
Like,
love
looking back at our childhood, I'm like, so relatable.
I love when the children are small and she can just like instantly fall asleep and then instantly wake up again. That's a real thing that happens to parents. Yeah,
Yep.
I think it gets the novelty.
Yeah, it definitely gets the novelty.
And you've
But then we
been-
need to decide on the color.
I mean, they've been staring at it, and obviously it's a good color. It's a green.
Yes.
And obviously this is the end of the video. We'll see you next time.